Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Gray Zone Warfare's latest patch. This is an actual patch. It's not just a implementation of content for like patches or whatever on the side of your arm, but it's actual patch for changes in gameplay. So we're going to be starting to look at this. It's going to be the ammo balancing changes, adjust the effect of impact, angle, or overall bullet penetration performance. I love that. Obviously, we want the bullets to work the way they're intended. Adjusted ricochet angles, so hits are less likely to bounce off armor or bones that should otherwise be penetrable. Awesome. We love to see that because I've seen a lot of at least tracer rounds. If you use tracer rounds, you see those things go flying off of NPCs, players, whatever. AI and gameplay issues where AI did not shoot the player immediately after regaining visibility. AI got stuck in the idle state. AI became unresponsive if the player's last known position was unreachable. Zeroing reset to default after leaving ADS. Some scopes could not be zeroed, and players were stuck in binocular form. When they died, they would still be in binoculars. So very interesting. Tasks. They fixed a few issues where decision tasks were counted twice as uniquely completed tasks in statistics. Interesting. The key for the task Ripper spawned inside of a pot and could not be looted. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a few items I found that are inside of objects. Unlocked from boss or chameleon tasks disappeared from vendor offers. That's going to be awesome. So like a boss, if you failed that somehow, some way, sometimes they would just disappear. And then the same thing with the chameleon, which is the camos for the guns. That's how you get those magazines, turn those in. And then specific tasks reset after reconnecting to the game. People were abusing these. Basically it was the main tasks, and you would just you would connect to a server, do the main task, and then you would just reconnect so you can keep doing the same main task over and over and over again. And then you would have max traders and probably a few hours or something like that. I have never done that, and I think that was kind of yikes that people were doing that, but hey, whatever. You gotta find issues somehow, right? UI, they fixed a few issues with the critical error, moving money into the wallet, giving you an error. Yep, I had that a few times. Weapon parts become inaccessible in the backpack. Yep. Backpack could not be moved when the backpack was placed inside of another backpack or stored in the locker. I've had that too. Container detail window caused all items in that container to become non-interactive. Very interesting. Could fail to show up on the open map option notifications. UI might show default values until it's fully initialized. Ban screen showed missing table entry instead of ban reason. Ooh. Blood level UI indicator was out of sync. I have not experienced that, by the way. Blood level UI indicator was out of sync with the actual blood level of the player that was bleeding. Okay. Fixed an issue with a backpack with a weapon could be placed inside of another backpack. I see. Technical and rendering. Fixed a rare issue where players were limited to 15 FPS after respawning. Yikes. An issue where NPC models switch between low and high resolution versions depending on how you viewed them through the scope. Okay. Choosing an already taken name caused a character creation failed error. Okay, well that's good that they're fixing that. Character creation could be skipped after a manual character wipe. That's unfortunate. And then various server-side optimizations for better memory performance. Awesome. Okay, other fixes and adjustments. Fix an invisible collision near the Tiger Bay Mall. 196, 129. I'm glad they fixed the invisible collision, but the cash register that's kind of floating against a shelf, it's very interesting. But I do like the collision change because when you hit invisible walls, it's really annoying. Fix an issue where bullets could pass through the staircase in the Midnight Sapphire Hotel when shooting from above. That's irritating. Fix an issue where Vulture's dynamic stock offered all items not limited to the player's reputation level. Did not know that was an issue. Hit reactions were too severe after being shot with buckshot from a shotgun. Makes sense because yeah. Where game sounds disappeared if a player died and entering a coma remaining on death screen. So I've had that issue too, but I've also had the issue where certain sounds just don't play anymore. So I wonder if that's fixed. And by that I mean like if it was raining or whatever, that you just don't hear rain anymore. So various audio issues there, where the helicopter sound was muted when players open the statistics menu while inside a helicopter. Yeah, I've had that where you open the statistics menu, and then as the helicopter's flying, you can hear it like fade away, and then you're kind of like, am I gonna teleport back here when I close this menu? So yeah, that was very interesting. Updated the loot spawn chances of various valuable items. Awesome. Adjusted breathing sound volume while running. Yeah, a few people were kind of over that because it was ridiculous. You know what I don't see is the adjusted sound volume for the band Paw nighttime. Just saying, it's ridiculous. I had to reduce my volume down to like 5 and turn on the headphones in the game in order to withstand that. So I just avoid that area at night at all costs. But yeah, that's going to be all of the patch notes today. I like the changes, very good changes that we like to see. Optimizations, fixes of invisible barriers, stuff like that, right? Texture issues and various things that are game breaking, like farming the main quest just by restarting your game, right? So other than that, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Please let me know down below how you guys feel about these changes or what you're wanting to see, or if there's anything that is just kind of game breaking that you don't see in this patch notes that needs to be done. By the way, you can hold Shift F12 when you're in the game and it will open up the make a report menu, and that will take a screenshot, send in your logs if you crashed, logs there, and then you can open a ticket for questioning, bug ticket, whatever have you. So I always recommend players do that because I've opened quite a few myself. But other than that, yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.